Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for episode 2 of season 2 of Live and Loud.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
If you guys want to just introduce yourselves and who you are and such.
I'm Ryan Daringer. I'm the bassist.
My name's David Sullivan, and I'm the guitarist singer.
Yeah, I'm Jared Klein Baker. I play drums and do backup vocals.
Sweet. And you guys are Artha.
Yes, we are
cool.
Artha.
All right. So how new of a band are you guys?
Man.
A year.
I mean, we've been together for almost a year, but playing probably 4 or 5 months.
Okay, now I'm confused about that. What was those, 7 months before playing?
Just working stuff out, kind of.
Yeah, Ryan and I, we started a little project, self-recorded in December of 2018, and we put out a little 6-song EP, and literally in a 5 by 5 foot room, hard wall ceilings, exactly what you want for proper recording. Right?
Yeah.
With 2 people who have no idea sound engineering. But yeah, we put that out. Said we were looking for a drummer. We went down and played some singer-songwriter night, open mic thing for Place Halo live in Sandusky. And we found Jared.
Yeah.
And he came along.
Sweet. And that was just all right, cool.
Let's
Just
do
start. All right.
Yeah, because they didn't really have drum parts, and I'm like, well, I don't know what you guys are doing. So
we had a drummer and he quit right before a show, and you joined
true.
2 weeks before that show.
Yeah, there we go.
Right? Yeah, he joined in 2 weeks before a show. We got 6 songs together and we knocked it out.
So
Nice, dang. What happened with that first drummer?
I don't know.
We just bounced.
He didn't text us or anything or show up.
Wow, I'm so sorry. That's brutal.
It's okay.
We got Jared.
The show was great.
Yeah, it was awesome. Awesome show.
Awesome. One of those floor shows, where there's no stage. I mean, some of those are great
No
when they're house
stage,
parties.
no monitors.
No monitors, no
Oh.
stage. I mean, house shows are neat, but this wasn't like a house show. It was just some backwoods bar show,
Yeah.
essentially.
That was cool. Yeah. People turned up though. That was cool. I mean,
Right?
that's
Yeah,
cool.
there were a ton of people there.
Yeah.
All right. Was that you guys' first gig?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So a strong start then.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. How long have you guys been playing music individually?
Be 21 years for me this year.
Wow. How old did you start at then?
14.
Nice.
Yeah.
I started at 8 years old playing the viola.
Oh,
Yeah.
solid. Good
Right.
choice.
Oh,
Then I
yeah.
moved on to the bassoon. And then I moved on to bass guitar, electric guitar, keyboards. Yes. So what, about 20
Yeah.
20
I was gonna say,
years?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, maybe 12 years, 15 different instruments. I mean, I think everyone kind of gets started with one thing, or their parents might be influence them. But then school drove me to kickstart that, and then from there I was like, oh yeah, I want to actually play in a band. That would be cool.
He
Yeah.
was sick on the trombone. He
Yeah.
doesn't want to admit
Nice.
it. We're going to start a ska band with him, actually.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible, but great.
Were you guys all band kids in high school?
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I was in a band in high school,
Yeah.
but not a band kid.
He was actually a freshman when I was a senior. He wasn't in my squad, but
Yeah.
his friend was in my squad. For
Interesting.
marching band.
Band's
Yeah.
the best, man, for sure.
Nah, orchestra's better. Mozart,
Hot take.
Beethoven. I take that over
That's a good
over
debate, I
John
guess.
Philip Sousa.
They didn't allow me in orchestra, so that's why it sucks.
Oh, because trombones are just no, they're too loud. You can't have that in orchestras.
All right, I gotta ask. It's the classic interview band question about influences. So,
yeah.
you guys want to go down the line again? I don't know.
I mean, they're
Everything.
all over the place for us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
David was in a band with his brother for a while, and it was a straight electronic group, completely different from Artha. So if that shows you any type of influence there, he had an
Right.
electronic group. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have some overlap with we all of us really like alternative, 2000s, 90s alternative.
Sure.
There's a few other overlaps like electronic music. I personally really, really, really like 50s music. So like your Dion, even some of your Elvis, like some of your doo-wop stuff. Like
Sure.
Yeah, my personal favorites are more 80s alternative, post-punk. So you have Joy Division, New Order, and The Cure and The Church, Psychedelic Furs, all those bands that are super good. But other than that, yeah, like you said, like maybe 90s pop rock and stuff like that too. So that's a lot of influence for sure.
Emo. We got to make emo great again.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone loves emo. I mean, that was just like 13, 14, emo music's hitting hard.
Yeah. MCR, dude. I want to go to that concert, but I don't have like $800 for tickets.
That's true.
So.
This seems to be a really common theme on the show. All our artists are from Ohio, and so many people they're emo fans. Do you think there's like a reason that Ohio was such like a bed of emo fans?
I mean, that's like dude. Look at it outside every day. Yeah. It's just like if you're not in you're not in the Northeast or the the Northwest. You're like stuck in the middle. It's still gloomy, So yeah.
Yeah, doomy, gloomy. Yeah, it's just everything's so depressing.
It just breeds the emo because it's just. Sad Ohio. Yeah, that makes sense.
And it feels like everyone's trying to get out, but then everyone's like, I'm okay staying here, I guess. But then that's the
I got a nice job. I can pay the bills.
Right, and then that writes beautiful emo songs, yeah.
You guys feel happy in the Ohio scene as of right now?
I mean, I agree. Like, I think we've all talked about this. Like, we're, as much as we talk crap about Ohio is like a great place to live. It's not too expensive, but and we're close to everything on the East Coast. Like New York, 6 hours? Baltimore, 6 hours. Yeah. So we're in a prime position to hit up the Midwest, but still able to get to those big cities.
Right, and like where we specifically live in Sandusky is like right in the middle, so we can just hit an hour either direction, and we're hitting Toledo or Cleveland, great big cities with great music scenes growing. And I mean, Cleveland's the home of rock and roll, so you can never go wrong there. And then, you got Columbus 2 hours south, which is just another megalithic.
Detroit 2 hours, Pittsburgh 2 hours.
Yeah, so we're in a great location for music, and I think Ohio is really. The scenes in the smaller cities, I think, are growing. Like specifically here in BG, I think it's popping off too.
Yeah, it's surprising how many artists we get that are like so local.
Yeah,
it's interesting,
and I like that too. Like I do bookings in Sandusky, so I'll see a band, and I'm like, oh, just this. Everyone knows everybody. It's nice to have that community.
Yeah, totally. I guess we can pivot back to some more general questions about band name. Artha, what is the origin of that?
Okay, so yeah.
First we like our first 4 or 5 shows we gigged, we were different band names. Yeah. So we just
great.
Yeah, so every show we're like, well, I don't even know.
Machines of Ambivalence.
Yeah.
Searching for More.
Yep. Yeah, some good ones right there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I hear Machines of Ambivalence. I'm like, yeah, I could definitely hear that being a household name. It's very easy to remember. Ambivalent, come on, everyone knows that word.
So good.
But other than Artha, because I was sitting at my computer doing nothing, browsing Wikipedia because I'm a nerd. So I wanted to learn something about Hinduism, and so I looked up Hinduism, and there's like 4 pillars of Hinduism, and one of them is Artha. It means basically, it's hard to translate in English, what I read, but it basically means purpose, meaning, like what means of life.
It's one of the 4 pillars of like Hinduism. Yeah. And that was it, is like your purpose, your meaning, your kind of, your reason to be here.
Like your profession, kind of. Yeah. So like, I thought it was an extremely suitable name.
Yeah, that's great. That's funny. When I was thinking of like how to remember, I was like Martha without an M.
That's what we tell people too. And it's like, I feel like one day we'll make an album. It'll be like Artha Martha or something.
Yeah, or just name it M or something.
Yeah, so that's what we say. They're like, what Artha? Yeah, Martha without the M. Oh, gotcha.
It feels so disrespectful now because the actual meaning's so great.
Yeah, but Martha sounds cool too. There's a lot of great band names that are just stupid. So that's.
We were really influenced by Batman versus Superman.
Yeah,
that iconic scene,
that pivotal scene.
We're just like, we need that, but we need to change it a little bit.
Can't get copyrighted. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where do you guys see like the future of Artha going? Like, where are you guys hoping to go from? I know you guys are recording like an EP right now. So where are you guys hoping to go?
Do you have any ideas?
Specifically you. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, Ryan.
What do you want from this project?
As far as we can go with it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be happy with pretty much anything.
Yeah. Like, honestly, if I could just, be able to play and make enough money to, like, pay the bills. Like, I don't care. I don't need fortune, fame. Like, sure, that'd be great. But if we could just pay the bills by making art, that would be perfect.
I think that's what anyone wants to do with their profession. As long as you can just make some money doing what makes you happy, that'd be cool. But for the most part, as long as we're still playing music, we're gigging out, we're not just playing the same place, and we're always like touring or doing something, I'm cool with that. Like, if we're still scraping here and there, it's like, it's whatever. So we're still making fans and getting song plays and stuff. I'd be happy with that. If we go out, and my first thing I really want is like to go play a show and have a crowd sing back our song.
Oh my god,
that would be the best
I'd
feeling.
probably fucking cry.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Like that's worth more to me than like money is to feel that. So yeah, that'd be cool.
Totally.
Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah, this isn't. Yeah, go ahead.
I didn't realize that. And I was like, oh crap, it came out.
No, yeah, you're fine.
Right. But yeah, I completely agree with you, Jared. Like, if that ever would happen, a person singing you back your song, oh man, that would, yeah, I'd probably cry.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Totally. Oh man, my questions are a little all over the place. I apologize for there's not a thematic consistency, but I guess we're gonna snap back to songwriting. I'm curious about the process for you guys. What that's like?
It really varies from song to song. Like, very few songs have like kind of been presented in a complete fashion. Like, sometimes it would be like, hey, I have this song and this idea put together. Sometimes I'll bring like a song that like I made, like all the parts, but then I'll be like, no. Jared's just like, yeah, that sucks, David. You can do better. And it's like, let's change this part. Let's do this part, which is great. Like, a lot of times we fall too much in a habit, right? So having our habits challenge in all aspects of life are just really good.
Well, honestly, it's that, and also Midsummer Night's Scream is not a ripoff. It was a goth cover of Fly Away by Lenny Kravitz.
Sure, yeah.
And we changed it into that. That's how that came about. But as for like me personally writing, I don't have any process. I just sit there until something comes out, and then as for the band, I'll play it, then somebody else will add something.
Yeah, we all bring something to the table. We all write our own stuff, and then we're like, hey, this would work well for the project. Let's see who can finish it. Because I did the same thing. Like they said before, they had like 6 songs they had together, and then they kind of brought me into the band. And then from there, I feel like we became the band. Like, we turned those songs into what Artha is. But then from there, we're just kind of figuring out, because I'll bring like a guitar riff to the table or something, and then that'll get finished, and these guys will finish the parts off. So that's kind of the whole process there. Ryan will have a bass part, or we'll just be chilling at practice, and somebody's just dicking off playing a bass line, and then we just start jamming to it, and we're like, that sounded pretty cool. All right, that's a song now. So yeah,
nice.
It just happens sometimes.
Yeah, very collaborative effort.
Yeah, for
very
sure.
Collaborative.
Nice. Do you guys feel like Artha has like a sound, like the Artha sound?
Probably not yet, since we're so fresh.
Well, honestly, I don't like that concept.
Having like a specific sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
mean, I do in a way, because I would like to, for like, even if we each like approached an album a certain way, it would still, I feel like, have our influence no matter what that is. Like, we may even not know it, but other viewers or listeners would be like, oh, that's kind of their thing.
Yeah, like even with the songs we played here, it's like, a lot of them kind of fit within the alt rock kind of feel and stuff like that, especially like really influenced by like 2000s like garage rock and stuff like that. But again, I really like to explore different genres, like to take my personal and Artha's take on what would a blues song sound like, what would a funk song sound like, what would a I don't know, 90s R&B song sound like. I like to explore those concepts. Of course, there's a time and a place, and maybe it won't happen now. I think there's a value in getting your foot set in a certain sound, but in the future, I definitely would like to explore many different sounds.
Sure. I like that answer a lot. I don't think I've ever had somebody be like, I actually don't like that to one of my questions. That was great.
Well, glad I could be a first.
I think I'm sort of out of questions as it currently stands. Is there anything you guys want to talk about in general, like about that you want to sort of put out there?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, we are on social media. We have a Facebook, Instagram, and all that if you want to check us out. We don't have our EP out yet. It'll be hopefully, let's just say, spring of 2020. And it's going to be produced by Sean Daly from the Mohawk Studio in Sandusky, Ohio. And yeah, we hope that, I don't know, you guys check that out and see what we're about if you liked any of this. you'll check that out when it releases. But yeah, just add us on there and stay tuned for our upcoming gigs and all our releases.
Cool. You can plug, like you can say your username on stuff.
I mean, I think it's just Artha.
It's
Artha.band.
on Instagram.
Oh yeah, there you guys go. Yeah. So and then what is it on Facebook?
We don't have anything on Facebook yet.
We don't have a Facebook?
No, we literally talked about this before we came here.
We have
Never mind.
The,
Don't look us up.
page.
Yeah,
So
don't look us up on Facebook. We're not there yet.
All right. Isn't just boomers on
Yeah.
Facebook
So we got the
anyway?
Instagram. That's what we got. Artha.band. Check that shit out.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
Thanks.
We're good.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, that's
really
sweet.
appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it was a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah, we braved the snowstorm to get here, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
all right,
it wasn't great
It's Ohio weather.
out there.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah, that's true. It's that emo weather.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna write a sad song tonight.
I love it.
All right.
Cool, dude. David, use your headset.
I am a fucking Philistine, dude. I can't help it.